Dobra. I hope so, pal. Let's go. Can't see your full message, Kyle. Needs to be shorter. It'll be what is your. You get 4 words. Is your over off let's see. If I go back, I might go too far back. I can see his, but I can't see mine. I think I'm a 94. Hey, oh, he's here. Hey, no uniforms. Let's go. Let's play. Did Kyle finish playing Vanderbilt? I have no idea. Don't know how I would know that. Almost dropped.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 and
Everybody on his team is so good. That was a good throw. Good throw. Way to start the game, buddy. What the hell was that?
On the first play of the game, they're trying to take momentum right away, But the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Give to the running back.
Okay. This is Freeman reincarnated, I'm guessing.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
That probably sucked, Jose.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5.
Ah, that play was good.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Come on.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down.
First throw.
Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Ah,
Play by the defender.
what? Almost.
Because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play.
Why is that
Really
such a
good
hard throw to me?
position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touchdown.
Probably ready. You boys are fast.
And he finds the end zone. And I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a player.
Thank you, Wes. What's taking so long? You kick this thing.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always...
Take a play, dude. go.
punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking the shot. Snags it at the 30. Still running. Here he goes. Touchdown, Cornhusker. He
Ooh.
found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Quick strike complete.
Ready for that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play,
Okay.
able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities.
That was definitely a first down.
The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Spears. Finds a place on the throw. And he gets it.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, he's the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Let's go.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem.
No, he was a transfer, Chris.
Five-way scoring drive. And they
Oh,
finish
man.
things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take him to end this
news, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the league.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You still on your portal?
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
It's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Boy, he got ripped. He just got rid of the football.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays at the back. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Got the first down and more. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skill.
Turning it on.
This guy's stupid.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Freeney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh no. Woo! Did not see that guy.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short.
Fuck!
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Throw better. I don't know the rules. I never know the rules. Fourth downs. Inside your 20, you can go for it on 2 or less past your 20. You can go for it 4th, any past your 40. So I needed to gain a yard. That sucks. I'm ready. That's okay. Just stop breaking tackles,
The defense
and all will be
finally
forgiven.
has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Lost a throw on first down. Now adjusting.
Oh, jump up and pick that off.
He's brought down after a nice gain.
That was stupid.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Throws to the end zone, and it's picked up. Picked up the field and strong, then returned to what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on
Yeah.
that. Sometimes you got to use
You probably would have got it.
that time. You probably should have used it.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to mix up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. Breaks it through. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bull. He's at the... And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed in so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses
attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're
And for Devin Hester.
And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jack.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 35. Hits the afterburner. The 20.
This guy's a real homo.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases.
Just a little inside zone. Boom.
He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21.
I hope he gets tired soon.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
I'm running out of time. Shit.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen.
Running backwards.
Much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man alive. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
On the run, it's Purdy. And he'll pick up
Stop getting injured.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this
Ay.
junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grab near the marker. It's Spears. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
Oh, you were there.
this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's right downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And he's going to
Gosh, damn it.
backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. Fires in the end zone. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
One of my guys ran all the way out of the back of the end zone. I can't wait to show that replay later. Like, he was just gone.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Mother truck.
The Owls will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Cut. Tackle him. Holy shit. This is stupid.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest. With the
Woohoo!
out in front, creating a tackle.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen. And
If it's not a defensive lineman that hits that guy, he's absolutely breaking the tackle.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. The screen, watch out.
Wow. Shit. Oh, you're just toying with me.
For 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is just getting blown off the field right now on that smurf turf. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia State. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, what a great
Twice I've thrown an interception on that same play.
Squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The jet sweep pass.
Get over there. Look at my guys look like they're running in water.
Give out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Dumps it over from the 5. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. On the move to the right, looking for
Good job. All I had to do is walk around in front of him. I don't know why Ding Dong doesn't just jump up and get it.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll give it to him again.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oops, someone moved just a
Wow.
bit early in the offense.
Are you trying to draw me off sides? Like,
So the
just to be a dick?
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
You're up by 21. Just play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go.
Yeah.
They go to the ground.
Wow.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains. And
My family just got home. We're about to walk in here, I'm sure.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be.
Wow, a new running back with second
Gets it
fast.
past the marker.
How many of these guys do you have?
25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hard running there. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Still moving. And they exploited that soft spot, and they
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And
What?
that one is picked off in the end zone.
How'd that happen?
Finally brought down, but what a play, not only
Push me in
to
the
get
back?
the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is fucking stupid.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks
Can't wait to see that replay. I don't know what the hell.
check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Here's the mindset for offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds us back in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly.
This guy did not make that throw.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
The short hand is rolled.
They're just naturally so good when they have the football
to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, if they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but he can finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Well, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Huskers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him in the front. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Spears. He's past the 30.
That was really stupid.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They had absolutely no answers for him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
He's got it out. There we go. Open it up. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Another ball is not free. It's recovered by the
Okay,
kicking team.
guess we're done.
Get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up
Cool.
to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times
They're
you see
stupid,
big
Andy.
sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, again, looking for room. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds.
I will not call times out. I'm out from the deal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
After that negative play against a goal line defense, it's really, really tough out in the field to not want to take a shot right now because there's nobody deep on defense. You've got one-on-ones on an island with your wide receivers. They are begging to have a fake ball.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out. They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They've got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.